Welcome to the Heavy Spoilers Show. Don't know why I'm saying that, as there's no spoilers, force a habit. Anyway, in the wake of Birds of Prey and the fantabulous Emancipation of one Harley Quinn officially being the longest title and lowest opening weekend of a DCEU box office, the film is changing one big thing. That is its name. From here on out, Warner Brothers will be marketing the movie as Harley Quinn Birds of Prey. The title has already taken effect on multiple movie ticketing sites across the internet, and though I doubt they will be sending out new posters for the film, this is what it will be called from now on. But will it save the movie? Well, I think you already know the answer to that, and to me it just exemplifies the short-sightedness of Warner Brothers marketing in their recent efforts. Whether it's Birds of Prey, Doctor Sleep, or the Lego Movie 2, the studio's recent ventures have all underperformed at the box office despite being good films in their own right. Now, I did do a big review on the film, which you should definitely check out if you haven't, and I scored it at an 8 out of 10. After rewatching the movie, I stand by that score, and pretty much the majority of the internet is in agreement that the film is enjoyable, so therefore the failing of the movie has to fall at the feet of the marketing department. They seem to be content with just putting out 2 trailers in the lead up to a film, and then thinking that's the extent of what they need to do. Marketing needs to go far beyond that, however, and with the reach of social media being in every aspect of our homes these days, it feels like a massive missed opportunity to not engage with it. I bet someone just sat in a boardroom and said, well, Joker was just called Joker, so maybe if we change it to Harley Quinn it's gonna do really well. Come on, please do well, I don't want to get fired. It shows they're just clutching at straws, and I think we all know that this title change won't make a difference. Harley Quinn was all over the marketing for the film, and it's unlikely that people didn't know that she was not only in the movie, but also its main character. Perhaps WB overestimated her popularity, as she has a lot of fans, but maybe not enough to carry a big film on her back. That's not me hating her either. Harley was the first comic book character I ever got tattooed on me, and I think she definitely has the presence, combined with Margot Robbie being the star. But these movies do need established names attached to them. There was no real cameos in the film, and none of the characters bar Harley have appeared in a movie before or had their own successful franchise. Juxtaposing this, in the run-up to Suicide Squad, Warner Brothers were aware of this, and thus they put the majority of the marketing on the Joker, and also showed in the trailers that Batman and The Flash would be in the film. Pretty much all of the run-up to the film was focused on what crazy antics Jared Leto was doing on set, and this was what was making headlines at the time. Will Smith was also topping the roster, who carries much more of a name than Rosie Perez. I don't think many people know who the Birds of Prey are, but that shouldn't really break a movie, especially if it's good. Captain Marvel was a similar sort of film in the way that it had an unknown female carrying their own movie that hadn't been attached really to any prior releases. However, what was so genius about Marvel's marketing is that they cashed in on the fact that Avengers Endgame hype was at a fever pitch and that its release was right around the corner. Even though it was a prequel, Marvel still pushed the film heavily as something you must see in order to understand Endgame. Whilst that wasn't really the case, and a lot of people including myself left it thinking that it didn't really tie in that much, the marketing still convinced me it did and got myself and many others in the cinema. Birds of Prey, on the other hand, sort of came across like a side quest, a stopgap for Harley before the next Suicide Squad film, and this was exemplified by its ridiculous title. Let's be honest, whoever thought Birds of Prey and the fantabulous Emancipation of one Harley Quinn is a good title is an absolute moron. I don't know where the market research for this was, but yeah, stupid. To make matters worse, the Birds of Prey aren't even in the movie that much, and this definitely is a Harley Quinn solo story that just so happens to feature them, so again it shows that Warner Brothers didn't really understand what they were doing. I think the fact that they are changing the title sums up that they think the title is enough to make a film popular without realising that it isn't. People aren't suddenly going to get off their sofa on a Saturday to go see a movie they weren't going to just because it's changed its name from Birds of Prey to Harley Quinn. Trust me, everyone already knows Harley is in the movie, and if you couldn't see from the start that this should have been reflected in the title too, then I don't know what to say, it's too late. DC also seem to be going in two different directions at the moment, as they have the highly successful Joker film and the upcoming Batman one, which are both away from their main universe, and this confusion may just make some people not care and wish to stick with the direction that they're enjoying more. We've also got a lot of female-led comic book films popping up this year, including Black Widow and Wonder Woman, and it will be interesting to see how their box office does. I do feel like they will perform a lot better than this, but it may potentially put Marvel off doing their all-female Avengers movie. I don't know, because I imagine that it will have the Avengers name attached to it. Still though, maybe studios will reconsider their strategy and go back to aiming more towards a male demographic, as that tends to be where the comic book movies do their best. Males still make up the majority of the comic book audience, and both showings I went to of Birds of Prey probably had about an 80% attendance by men as opposed to women. Twitter seems to be crying out for films that have more than just straight male leads, but then when it comes down to it, whether it's Charlie's Angels, Terminator Dark Fate, Men in Black, or Birds of Prey, it just seems like the people screaming for these movies don't actually go and see them, or they're a vocal minority that doesn't reflect the true standing of what audience goers want. I think in general, studios need to put more market research into their properties, as anyone could have told you that it was a bad title, and no, not a bad film, a movie isn't made or broken on its name. I'm also seeing on Twitter that some people are blaming men for Birds of Prey underperforming, but this is really a conflicted message, as you're basically saying that a movie can't succeed without men, even though you told men that this movie wasn't for them and you didn't need them. So yeah, just please make up your mind. You can't tell men not to go see it and then blame men for not going to see it. Anyway, I'm not going down that rabbit hole. I guess we will see whether this title makes a difference at the box office, but you can probably tell which camp I'm in. Obviously, I'd love to hear your thoughts on the title change, so comment below and let me know. Make sure you subscribe to the channel for videos like this every day, and if you want something else to watch, we've got a great breakdown of the film which is going to be linked at the end. Every month on the 15th we give away free Blu-rays, and all you have to do to be in with a chance of winning Dr. Sleep is leave a like and subscribe with notifications on. If you want to support the channel and get to see content early, then please consider clicking the join button now. You can also chat to us on our Discord server, linked below, or at DefinitionYT on Twitter. Thanks for making it till the end of the video. I've been Definition, you've been the best, and I'll see you next time. Take care, peace.